Hello and welcome all my dear students. I welcome you back in my class of grammar. My dear second standard students, I hope that you have been watching all the videos properly, you are following all the lectures, and so I also hope that whatever grammar topics, revision tests of English and grammar, whichever I have sent you, you have solved it on your own without taking help of anyone. I even appreciate many parents who are regularly sending me the work of their child. They even have given me very good feedback in the parents teachers meet. Whenever they came, they did not leave the chance to appreciate the efforts made by the teachers. And even we teachers are very happy to see that the students have started putting more efforts in their work, and they are following the lectures. They are trying to get as much as they can from the lectures, and also they have started working on their own. So I will proudly say that my students have started working independently. They don't need the help of any of their friends or anyone. But anyways, it is very much important for the students, when especially they are watching the grammar lectures, that they should watch the lecture with 100% of their concentration. So whatever interest they have, it will increase if they only and if they watch the lecture with their concentration in the lecture. So my dear students, welcome once again in my grammar lecture. And what are we going to start? We're going to start the very new and fresh topic, which is very, very important for children: letter writing, which is one of the topics from the writing skills of chapter 1, page number 7878 of your textbook. Anyways, now when you are in the second standard, you might have heard letter writing for the first time. It might be new and fresh topic for you. You might even are afraid, oh, such a hard topic we have heard in the 10th standard and 12th standard. And now we are going to this topic. But let me make you calm down, because this topic is the easiest topic. See, I am using superlative degree, easiest, not easier, easiest. But I should say at the same time, if your concentration is 100% in anything, nothing is easy or easier for you. I mean to say, everything is easiest. Yes, it's just that you need to understand proper format. For understanding proper format, it is necessary that you pay attention when I'm explaining you. You try to listen to me and understand my words. And then this is an investment. Once if you understand, few things will change with the change in your standards. Few things will upgrade with the upgrade in your standards, in your classes. But the base will remain as it is. So please make sure, now in this lecture, as I am going to start this new topic, if you want to make yourself very much, kind of familiar with letter writing, it is important for you that your ears, your eyes, your brain, your concentration is on the screen. So welcome to the new topic, letter writing, and in the brackets in your mind you keep it is an easiest topic. So those who are having the textbook, they have to be ready with their textbooks. Those who do not have textbook, please don't worry and take out your rough book. Yes, I hope you people are getting ready with your books. Okay, my little gems, I now hope that you are ready with your books. Those who are writing in the rough book, I request you to note down few things. Whenever I request you, you have to note it down. Even for those who are writing in the textbook, they will also have to get involved in the lecture, otherwise it will be useless for you to watch it. So let's get started with the new topic, letter writing. I am now going to display the textbook. Writing skills, chapter 1, letter writing. Now, there is a format of letter writing, how to write, what to write, when to start, how to end, and many more things. First, you need to understand the meaning. What do you mean by letter? Only then will you be able to write. Now I hope at least you know the meaning of writing. It is a verb in the continuous form, writing. So, how to write the letter? And what is the letter first of all? Let me give you one simple example. Just raise your hand when you are at your home. I know that I cannot see you, but be honest. How many of you are using WhatsApp? Oh, many of you might be smiling and raising your hands. Now the question I am asking to your elder brother or sisters or the parents. How many of you are using Instagram, WhatsApp and different applications to talk to each other? Again, many of your parents and your elder brothers and sisters might be smiling. So, students, you need some or the other way when you cannot speak with each other face to face or in the phone calls. You need certain things. Either you use your gestures and your sign languages, or you type the messages in WhatsApp or in Instagram or in Facebook, or different things are there. Social media now is very expanded and enhanced. So you have different ways of communicating with each other now. See, I emphasized on the word now. But previously, when your grandparents, your grandfather and grandmother, when they were young, of your age, or might be elder than you even, at that time they were not having mobile phones at all. They were just having landline. And that was used to speak with each other, just to speak with each other. But what if the person living far away from you is not having the telephone? If the telephone is not reachable till there, so what is the way? Will you go there just for the small topic, just to pass the small message? Will you travel there? No. So during those days, they used to write the messages in one page with the address. Obviously you need the address, right? If you are living in Ahmedabad, now you don't have the telephone or mobile phone. I have to write the message and send you, right? But how that message will reach to you? I need proper address. What is your name of the house? What is the plot number? In which area do you live? In which town or city do you dwell? I need proper address. So these every single things were mentioned in the letter writing. And when you pass the message in the written form to anyone, that is called basically letter writing. Is this clear in your mind? That when you send the written messages, or when the written messages are exchanged, That is called letter writing. Now there was proper format. Now when you write your message first and then you give your address, again then your name, is this proper thing? No. So proper format was made, that where do we have to write the address? Where do we have to write the name of that person to whom we are writing the letter? How should the message be written? And every single thing was arranged in the proper sequence, which is known as format. Isn't it very easy? That's it. This is the letter writing. Now obviously the messages will change according to the question on which topic you have to write the letter. Whether you are writing to your relatives, to your teachers, to many more other different person. And for which topic are you writing? So with the different topics and the changes in the people, formal and informal letter writing have come into existence. So when you write the letter to any of your relatives, it is informal letter. But when you write it to your teacher or to any person with whom you have the formal relation, that is formal letter writing. Now in your age, you don't have to take so much burden. You just have to understand the sequence, the format of letter writing, which I am here to explain you. See, the sample letter is there in the reading part. Can you see on the screen? Let us understand how to write, what do we have to write and where. Now you might be able to see here number and some short information is written. So these 3 lines shows the address to whom this letter is going to. Who will receive the letter? Their address is written 56 Hornby Road, Signature Apartments, Mumbai 400008. So this is the address. Now when you are writing the message, when you will give it to the postman, where they will go and give the letter, obviously they will search for the address. So that is the first thing you will have to write. Address. Then after leaving one line, you have to write date. On which date have you written the letter and send it to the postman, through the postman. For an example, if you are writing the letter today, you have to write today's date. I hope I made these things clear. Now let me explain you other part. After writing the date, you have to leave one line and you have to write the name of the person or the designation of the person, the post on which he or she is. So it is called salutation. Dear Javed. And then you have to start original message from the next line. So dear Javed, respected Javed, dear principal, respected principal, these are called the salutations which you have to use before you start writing original message. Then you write the body part. Body part means in which original message which you want to pass to him or her is written. That why are you writing this letter, for what reason, which message you want to give them. That will come here in the body part. And after that you have to leave one line and you have to put a complimentary closure. Complimentary closure. Yours lovingly, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, and then your name should be written because you are writing the letter. So whoever is writing the letter, his or her name will come in the complimentary closure. That I am yours lovingly. You don't have to write I am or anything else. This is fixed. The word yours is fixed. Now if you are writing the letter to your principal, you cannot write yours lovingly. You can either write yours faithfully or yours sincerely, and then in the next line you have to write your name. This is the overall idea I have given you, how you can write the letter. I hope overall idea is clear. Let me again revise the same thing, then I will explain each part in detail. So first you have to write the address to whom you have to send. Now say for an example, students, if you are sending the letter to your Rohan sir, then here Rohan sir's address should be written, not yours. Then after writing the address, you have to leave one line and write the date on which you are writing the letter. If you are writing the letter today, then today's date should become. Then you have to leave one line and then start with the salutation, that respected Rohan sir, because you are writing the letter to me. Now if you are writing the letter to your sir or teacher, or your ma'am, then you cannot write dear. Yes, you can write, but if you are writing the letter for some personal reasons. But here you have to write respected sir or respected Rohan sir, or to whomever you are writing the letter to. Then you have to write the original message, that I am XYZ, I am writing this letter because of this reason. This way you have to write the original message. Then you have to leave one line and write yours faithfully, and your name should come here. So easy. Now students, as I have explained you the format, I will write the format on one page on the screen. You also have to write the format in the same way. Are you ready? Open your rough book, give the heading format of letter writing. So I have taken the empty page. I will also give the heading format of letter writing. I hope that you have given the heading format of letter writing. Please give it. Okay. Now please make sure in this letter writing, when I just displayed the textbook, you might have seen that address, date, dear, this and that, everything was written on the left side of the page. Left side of the page. Yes, that means address, salutation, date, even the ending part, yours faithfully, lovingly, sincerely, complimentary, closure, should also come on the left hand side. So let's get started. First thing, receiver's address. On the left hand side, first thing, receiver's address. Students, please start writing it as I am writing. You cannot write somewhere in the middle or on the right side of the page. You have to write it on the left side, because I have kept this on the left side, and that is the format. First write it and I will explain you each part in detail. After receiver's address, you have to write date on which letter is written. So after leaving one line, date should come. Okay? I hope you are writing it. Please note it down in the rough book. This is very important. Then comes salutation. Then comes salutation. Then comes body of letter. Body of letter. And then comes complementary closure. So, please write it down with the proper spellings. Receiver apostrophe S, receiver's address. Date. In the brackets I have written on which letter is written. Then comes salutation. Then body of the letter in which the main message is given. And then complementary closure. I will give you a couple of more seconds. Please write the format properly. Once if you understand the format, letter writing topic, you will get full scores. But I have the habit of deducting 0.5 because grammatical mistakes are made by children. I hope you are writing it properly. See, everything is on the left side. Just the body part, which is written in the form of paragraph, which will utilize from left to right alignment, full line. So body part of the letter I have written in the middle. But the rest of the things you can see it is on the left side of the page, which is to be strictly obeyed. I hope you are writing this down. Okay, now one by one everything I will explain you. Receiver's address. Let me write here. Receiver's address. Now, what is receiver's address? Can you tell me the meaning of receiver, students? What is receiver? Yes, you might have heard the word receive. Receive means the one who takes. It is exactly the opposite of sender. Sender means the one who gives, who is giving. Now, if I am writing the letter, I am sender. I am writing the letter to my grandmother. My grandmother is receiver because she is going to take the letter given by me. So here receiver's address will come. Means if I am sending the letter to Ibrahim, then Ibrahim is the receiver and I have to write his address. Obviously, why his address I explained you. Because postman will read the address and he will give the letter on that particular address. So say for an example, if I am writing the letter to my brother living in Ahmedabad, and say for an example his name is Ibrahim, then I will write his address here, plot number 1244 A. In the next line I will write CJ or CG road. In the next line I will write satellite area Ahmedabad. So can you see I have written one address here, and after each line you have to put comma, at the end full stop. So this is compulsory. See, First I have written small part, then bigger than that, then bigger than that, then biggest. Ahmedabad. In Ahmedabad where? In satellite area. In satellite area which road? CG road. In CG road what is the number or name of house? So plot number is this. So from small to big, this way the address should be. You cannot write Ahmedabad first and plot number last. No. First the name of your house or the plot number of your house should come. In the next line, in which street or in which society are you living, that should come. On second number, in which area are you living, and on the fourth number, in which city are you living, and the pin code for our town Bhavnagar, pin code is 364001. So this way you have to write in this sequence only. I hope you understood what is receiver's address. So students, after writing receiver's address, you have to leave one line and then you have to write date. So I am writing, say for an example, the letter on the 1st of January, then I will write 1st of January's date. If you are writing the letter today, then you will write today's date, but you have to leave one line after writing address. So now I will not teach anything new in detail. For now, let me just make a recall. Whenever you write the address, you have to put comma after each line, not this big comma. This is just to show you. Comma should be there. So after writing address, you have to leave one line and write today's date or on the date on which you are writing the letter. So I hope that these two parts from the letter writing is very clear now. With this, I will continue this topic in the next lecture. Till then, please stay tuned, watch the lecture again and again, try to understand the concept and make it easy for yourselves. Have a nice day. Goodbye.